Hello again, guys. This is Just a Future Teacher coming back with another video. Now, this specific video, if you haven't already read the title, we're going to be going over PPR, Pedagogy and Personal Responsibilities exam that you take if you're in the education field. This is the EC through 12 exam. Let's get to it. So this video really is to help get you started and to start getting this video is to help get you started on thinking about how you're going to tackle this important exam. Tip number 1. Know your schedule. Now, what do I mean by know your schedule? Very simple. If you're in your spring or fall semester, or maybe even summer semester, if you choose to go that route, you want to know what that's going to look like. For example, your class schedule. Do you have classes Mondays and Wednesdays, Tuesdays, Thursdays? What is it? Is it on Saturdays? You got to figure that part out for this next little bit. Your assignment due dates. This is very important. And let me paint you a picture. When it comes to assignment due dates, everybody knows that in the beginning of the semester, assignments aren't really rolling in. You're getting used to the class and you're starting to know what your project's going to look like down the road. During the middle of the semester, you're going to have everything start to pile up, your assignments are starting to get due, and the pressure is building. At the end of the semester, you're getting rid of assignments, and now you're just trying to end the semester clean. What does this mean when it comes to PPR? Well, you gotta know how that's gonna look like, because that will determine your study schedule. I know myself very well, and I know when there's a lot of assignments piling up, I can't handle it. So that means I'm either gonna be studying in the beginning of the semester or towards the end. So that's something to think about. In addition to that, really, you know you. You know how productive you can be, and you know how productive you also cannot be. For example, in my case, I'm a huge procrastinator. However, I do work best when I'm under pressure. Some people don't work that way. Some people need time to study. I like studying a few days before my exam because that's just how I work. But really, this step is know your schedule, but most importantly, know you. For my second tip, you want to figure out your study material. Now, if your university or wherever you're getting your education from, if they're anything like mine, when you register to take an exam, they give you study material. So you want to know what exactly you're going to be using to study for this exam. Now, there are a few resources that you can use, some free, some not so free. For example, for this specific test, I didn't use this website. However, I did use it for my core subjects exam, which we'll talk about in the next video. But there are websites such as, there are like study websites. There's also one that I use, which was Certify Teacher. And obviously these are places where you pay a certain amount of money and they give you resources to help you. Certify Teacher, from what I know, they have a plethora of exams that you can, or exam study material that you can choose from, and you pay accordingly. I think for mine, for the core subjects, I paid about $80 for this resource, but that was a little funny, and that's for the next video. But of course, there are other types of study materials. You can go on Amazon. Some universities will actually give you textbooks or little study manuals that will help you and go more in depth of the the topic that you're studying, in this case PPR. Now, what did I use? I actually used the free manuals that they give you. So you can go on I'm here in Texas, so I went on the Texas certification website. They're gonna pull up a whole bunch of exams and test materials for you. That is where I got my test prep manual. And it goes over 40 questions, and it goes over the domains, and it gives you the answers to them. You can have a printout version of it, or you can actually have the digital version of it. go on that website, and I'll have the links down in the description below so you can check those places out if you're taking the exam soon. In addition to the study material, I urge you to actually find out more about your terms. So a lot of the questions that you might get will deal with certain terms. For example, differentiation, whatever. It's a basic one. You're going to want to know these terms because that's going to decide whether or not you get the question right or get it wrong. I'm going to pull up a question that has a whole bunch of terms in it, and so you can have an idea of what I'm talking about, because this is what you're going to be facing when you take the exam. So I'm going to have that posted right now. Alright, so let me find the question, which is right here, question number 6. And you can find this on that Texas certification website that I will link down in the description below. But we have 4 terms: differentiation, remediation, enrichment, and modeling. If you don't know any of these terms, you're going to have trouble answering this question. So this is why the terms are very, very important to know. Know at least most of them and get it down as soon as you can, because they will pop up. The last tip is a tip that you're going to be getting a lot, especially if you're getting closer and closer to that exam, which is pretend that you live in a perfect world. Yes. This is very, very important when taking this exam, because oftentimes you're going to be given questions where you might personally choose one thing because that's what you think you would do. This is what you would do as an educator or as a person, a human being. But that would mean they're getting the question wrong, because there are actual correct ways of handling this. Hence why the exam is called pedagogy and personal responsibilities. When you go over the test manual, you're going over 4 domains. The main domain that you're tested on really is the personal responsibilities as an educator in your school, meaning the legalities of what you can and cannot do. And we're going to go over a question that falls right in line with that. Okay, let's take a look at question 28, which we can find on that website that I have already in the description. Which of the following teacher actions will best promote parents as partners in their child's education? Is it A, having the parents sign their child's progress report so they can monitor the child's learning? B, contacting parents with good news about their child as needed? C, sending home with each child a copy of the school's policy on family involvement? Or D, encouraging parents to have high aspirations for their child's learning? Right off the bat, you should know that C and D are the worst possible answers to this question. The beauty about this is, if you go to the little tab that says answer, it will actually give you what the correct answer is and why it's the correct answer and why the others are incorrect. So now we're left with A and B. A has this very robotic, there's no connection there with the parents. Like, you feel like this is just so like, is this really the best way? Like, this is just obvious, you know, like, yeah, we do this, but like, is that the best way to promote parents as partners in their child's education? I don't know. Then there's B, contacting parents with good news about their child. Like, right off the bat, you're probably thinking, oh, that's the correct answer because there's like lots of positivity. There's a connection with the parents. This has to be it. And you would be wrong, because it's A, having the parents sign their child's progress report. Now, it just sounds lame and just doesn't sound very like familial or very like happy, loving or whatever, but in the fulfilling professional roles and responsibilities, this is the best way to do it in a perfect world. So if this is what you would have to do. I mean, we still do it, but this is just the perfect way to do it. You know? It sounds weird, but it makes sense, trust me. The more you practice. Anyways, I don't want this video to keep running along. These are my 3 tips that I can offer you to get you thinking about the exam, to get you started on this journey of exams that you're about to take. Of course, this is going over my 3 exam series, where I'm going over the PPR, the course subjects EC through 6 exam, and the I literally, and the ESL exam. I can't believe I literally forgot about the last test I just took, not last week. But yes, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment down below what you'd like to see in the future videos if you're into the education field, and did I say subscribe? Subscribe anyways, and push that bell icon so that you know when my videos pop up, because, you know, why not? Share the videos to anybody that you think would enjoy education videos and anything like that are in the field. This is Just a Future Teacher signing out.